Howdy, Gloz, and I am happy to review your landing page today. So this is exciting because I don't typically get this type of landing page. I usually get products or SaaS, that type of thing. So this is a little bit different in that you are a service-based business offering design services. So awesome. I know all about that. So first thing I did was I went through your website, gloz.tech, got a feel for it. I screenshotted some stuff. I put it in Figma so that I could put marks on it and write some stuff and then hand that over to you. I also looked at some similar comparisons and competitors, and I'll speak into each of those as we go. So first thing landing on the page, effortless web solution. Excuse me. Web solution subscription tailored for individual startups and enterprises. Cancel anytime. So I think this messaging could definitely be better. One, just grammatically speaking, effortless web solution. I guess that kind of is okay, or effortless web solutions would be more accurate. But honestly, the word solution, which you actually use a good bit, kind of turns me off because I think of like these old school tech companies that are all about offering software solutions, and they have names that include solution in them, like American Enterprise Solutions Inc., things like that. So I think solution is an outdated word. Web solution subscription tailored for individual startups and enterprises. Cancel anytime. So I would rather see something more between both of these. So typically what you want to go for with the headline and the subtext for your hero section is like you want to touch on the features, the benefits, and the outcomes. And so what I like to do is either like my primary headline, it speaks to one set of those. It either speaks to the features, and then I talk about the benefits and the outcome in the subtext, or you have like an outcome based headline, and then you talk about the features and the benefits in the subtext. So I would like to see something with clarity that speaks directly to what you do. So you're providing design services in a different way. I do like that you're calling out individual startups and enterprises, just because you're at least naming your target audience. But I want you to think a little bit tighter, a little bit more about your target audience and tighten that up. You're basically saying everyone. And I don't know that you're actually going for everyone, or that this type of service is for everyone. So I would, and that plus individuals, I don't know that I like saying you're for individuals, just because I can't think of many instances where that would be the case. Meaning like an independent writer or something like that is looking to hire someone, and so individual speaks to them. I think you're mostly going to be talking to brands and businesses, and so I would focus on that. Plus niche it for whatever type of work you actually like doing and want to do more of. So like if you're doing work that's typically for software services or startups, then massage your language to use those types of terms. Enterprises, are you actually working with enterprises? Because that just seems like I said, like you're basically saying everyone. And so I want you to think a little bit more tighter about who a couple of specific niche targets are, or even markets. I would get rid of cancel anytime. I don't think that's the most important thing that you need to be saying up front. view plans. So also for this, I would say go with something that's a stronger CTA pitch. Like, don't view plans, but get started. I mean, even get started is better because it's more of an action that we're going to be taking, and of something you want them to do. Or so like it might be like, let's start designing, or let's work together, something more like that. Anyways, I didn't really mean to get that deep into it right now. So let's continue down the page just to take account of everything that you're listing. So you have your hero section here. You have 3 images of what I assume is work that you've previously done. You have a graphic, some text, frustrated, okay, your stress-free web design solution, choose Gloz, more text, another image, unlock exclusive benefits. Experience web design excellence at a whole new level with our premium membership features. So there's a premium membership, exclusive benefits. So I'm thinking like exclusive benefits compared to what? So is it compared to premium membership? So is it compared to like a standard membership, or is it compared to other services like this? View plans, workboard. Right, you fix it. Okay, so you're telling me some stuff about it, how it works. Oh, 3 steps to your web solution. Subscribe and request. Subscribe to a plan that's submit design request hassle-free. As many as you like. Gloz is here to make your vision. Fast delivery. Receive your designs within a few business days. That's a little Monday to Friday. That's a little fuzzy. Few business days. And I mention that now because I know you talk specifics later. Gloz ensures efficiency without compromising quality. Perfecting your vision. We don't stop until you're thrilled. We'll revise your designs. Okay. So I'm starting to get a better idea of what you're offering, but it's still a little fuzzy unless I already know this concept of design subscription services, which is kind of newer and super popular right now. So you need to think of it like you have a potential customer coming in that this is a brand new concept to them, and speak to why that's unique and important. So like, for instance, for one way to quickly fix this, I think, is put how it works above this unlock exclusive benefits. Like, this is coming too soon in this in the story that you're telling me. All right, so how it works, this and that. Digital ads, social media, solutions by Gloz, website design, development in Next.js. I don't know why there are parentheses if it's development in Next.js. Email template design, email template development, web copywriting, digital ads. So already like a couple that don't seem to fit the gist of everything of what you're offering is web copywriting, development, and email development. So I would really think about that. Are you an catch-all, soup to nuts? Like, are you offering all the services, or are you specifically for design? And do you want people coming? I mean, you don't have to list everything you can possibly do, like development or email template development. You don't have to list that. If people are coming to you for email template design, you can sell them on development as well without having to necessarily list it here. I think there's a lot more important items that you can list, like digital ads, social media posts, business cards, website design. So like, I want to know, I don't know what your full skill set is, but I want to know about branding. I want to know if that's a thing, logos, UX, UI, app apps, applications, web apps, responsive design maybe. And I also think laying this out differently would be easier to scan and understand. Probably because whenever I got to like the section where they're sorry, the column is so skinny, they're breaking to multiple lines. So even if they were just on single lines each without the bullet points centered, like that would be easier for me to read instead of social media, post, web, copywriting, development in Next.js, email template design, email template development. So even just straight single lines for each item, no bullet point, would be better. Flexible packages for your vision. Choose a plan suits your need. Standard, Pro, 6 seats left, 3 seats left. Ideal for individual projects. Unlock Gloz's design. Perfect for expanding your digital presence. Embrace the full potential of Gloz. $6.99, $11.99. Pause or cancel anytime. Get started. Book a call. What's included? So both of these go to the same link, which is scheduling a call. So I think you need to speak into that and make it clear, like, if that's what you're doing, then make it clear that the first step is booking a call with you, and then you'll continue on. Otherwise, turn this into a pay now link, and they instantly are on your book of business. You can put the book a call or schedule a call to discuss stuff elsewhere. You make that your secondary CTA. So like your primary is something that's going to turn directly into money, and your secondary is going to bring you leads. Sometimes we call that transactional. What's included? One request, 48-hour, unlimited brands, unlimited users, pause or cancel. So that kind of, I don't know what that means exactly. Unlimited brands, unlimited users. Plus you said ideal for individual projects. So I'm going to tell you some more about this in just a moment. FAQs, and then is Gloz right for you? Get a guided tour and find out how you and your team can change the way you source design and development forever. Source, okay. So let's jump over to Figma. So this is what I put together. I got your screenshot, I got some competitors, and then I have what my outline for a typical landing page, which would be more like a product, like a SaaS product or something like that. But we can still get some ideas from this that I think you need to focus on. So for one, this is different. So this is, what you're offering here is design services. So it is different, and you can be more creative in how you present your offering and how you say things. But I think there's still some absolute key items that you're missing that would, if I'm putting on my hat for like my software hat, and I want to hire designers, if I'm an agency owner, which I have been, or I work at a company and we want to hire designers, there's some missing information here that is absolutely essential that would discount me from considering Gloz. And what that primarily is understanding who you are who is behind Gloz, who I will be working with, what they have previously done, and what other people say about them. So I don't see any testimonials. I don't see any client logos. I don't see any mention of previous work or clients. I see 3 tiny thumbnails of design. And so that's not enough for me to consider hiring this company. So I need to see more work. I need to see Testimonials would be ideal from your previous clients. And I need to know who you are. Like, is this one person behind this business? Is it multiple people? It's okay if it's just one person. That's completely fine with me. And most reasonable people will think that as well. You don't have to pretend to be a big agency or have a dozen people on staff or anything like that. But I need to know that these are real people offering a real service and it's not a scam or they're not trying to trick me. And so that's why this is like kind of my go-to structure for landing pages, or at least for this is the information that I need to provide and I need the questions that I need to answer. So we have our above the fold section. This is typically what I put in there for that hero. Below the fold, I want to see things. I want to see logos. I want to see testimonials. I want to see a product demo, which in your case is work, portfolio work. Features and objections. I mean, you got to tell me how it works, features and objections. You got to tell me what you're offering, that this is a service, a subscription service, how it works, and what's good and bad. Well, what's good about it or bad about it, or counter the objections that people will have. So features would be like, hey, I use a ticketing system. You submit a ticket. I work on that ticket. I deliver an update in 48 hours, and you either like it and we're good to go, or you want a revision, and then you submit another ticket. Objections would be like, well, what if I don't get my money? What if I don't get my money's worth 1 month? Because that's going to be an issue. Because clients are always calculating the hours that you're supposed to be dedicated to their work or something like that. So what if I didn't get, my money's worth? I paid $1,200 and I only got 2 hours of work from you. So that's something you might have to address. Or objection might be you gotta convince people that this is a better concept than fixed bid pricing or hourly bid pricing. Hourly billing. So you need to speak to that objection that they're going to have and counter it. I already spoke on how it works, use cases. So this is where you need to tie in with your target audience and make it more specific. Because when you have potential customers on your site reading stuff, you want them to see themselves using your product or service. Excuse me. I've had a cold for a while. So you might want to list use cases. It might be like people who get the most out of this type of service. Small agencies, individual solopreneurs, indie hackers, stuff like that. Things that you're the type of client that you're looking for, or the actions that they're looking to complete. So you might list like some stuff like we need to expand our team occasionally to complete design work for clients, and so you would be like the add-on that does that work for them. So find some of those specifics that you can list, not too many, but a number specific but generic enough where they can fit into multiple models that would be reflected from your type of customer. So more social proof. Typically that's more testimonials on like a product page. So testimonials up here, I like to go for like 3 at the top and then 7 to 12 lower down if you have them. But for social proof, really, logos, testimonials, and portfolio work, like that's what you're going for. They all kind of mesh together in this type of offering. FAQs, you have those, and what you have is pretty good. What I did notice is let's see, how long does it take to receive my designs? Let's open that one up. Okay, here it is. We know time matters. On average, you'll receive designs within a few business days from Monday to Friday. Quick and efficient, that's the Gloz promise. All right, so there you're using that fuzzy a few days on business days. Whereas up here, you're saying 48 hours, 48 hours. So you need to tighten up those time delivery estimates and make it sure you're saying the same. They're consistent throughout the page. And then, excuse me, another CTA. So up here I wrote second CTA and founder's note. So you definitely need a founder's note. Let's go back to pricing for a moment. Pricing. So let's see, flexible packages for your vision. Choose a plan suits your need. So there's a grammatical error there for choose a plan that suits your need or needs. My number one issue when I came looking at this is there's no difference between the two. Except for this, 2 requests at a time. And the price. So I want to see more of a distinction between these 2 plans that you're offering and make it clear what the value add is for going to pro. It also shouldn't be a direct doubling of the price. Like you'll probably want the standard to be $6.99 per month and pro to be like $13.99 because it's going to have a different set of what's included. So this is what I wrote. What's included? 1 request at a time, 2 requests at a time, average 72-hour delivery, average 48-hour delivery, unlimited brands, no, unlimited users, no, unlimited brands, unlimited users. And I'm assuming like that's another question that I have, like that's not clear and needs to be answered, is what exactly does that mean? Like here you say ideal for individual projects. So like 1 request at a time, 1 project. And then this one is, it doesn't really say, but my take is that you're thinking like somebody's going to come in and they have like 1 project that they're working on right now that they want a designer on, and you're just working on that project alone until they're done with it and they have another one or whatever. And then this one is like, maybe it's an agency that's hiring you to extend their capabilities and they have like 3 clients or something that they're working on at the moment and they want you to handle 2 of them. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. And if that is the case, I think you need to make that clear here. So for unlimited brands and unlimited users, like I don't know what users means. Is that the customer? Is that your number of contact points that you're willing to take requests from? So make that really clear. That's hard to understand here. Now, what you may also do if you're hoping to work with agencies is you have like standard, pro, and these are still kind of like tied together, and then agency model where you supplement an agency and it's going to be much more. But you're willing to take on, 3 of their clients at a time, that sort of thing, and work with multiple brands or clients that they have under their umbrella. I'd also like to know where you live, because the prices seem low to me, as far as your capacity and how much time you're going to be spending on it. I'm taking this as this is your full-time job, and there's a limit to how many you can take on. So what that brings me to the 6 seats, 3 seats. What I don't like about the pricing and the seats right now is that pro is just double. It's double standard. So I can tell that by the fact that you have 6 seats available here and 3 seats here. So my assumption is if somebody hired you for the pro plan, this would go down to 2 and this would go down to 4. And so I don't like being able to calculate that exact number easily on the end user side, which is also why I would not make this exactly 2x the price of standard, pro and standard. There needs to be more of a distinction in the offering and the price. Like I said, I don't know where you live, and maybe this is like good pricing. Let's see, if I did 6 times 7, so if you were fully maxed out for your capacity, that'd be $4,200 a month. Maybe that is a good wage where you are. I mean, that would be decent here in the US, but it would still be really hard, especially if you're doing possibly unlimited work for this person, because you have 2 requests at a time, 1 request at a time. I mean, and you're turning it around every 72 hours. They could at least be getting 1 to 2 requests per week run through. That could take up a lot of time. So I would consider increasing this price more than double of whatever this is. I would also change your seating numbers. I don't know if you have any clients right now at all, or if this is your max capacity. But I would just say like 1. I would just put 1 right here. Almost always, unless it's 2, and this can be 8 or 9. If this can be like 7, maybe put 7 seats here and 2 seats here, and so it kind of throws off that direct multiple, and then you can adjust it as you go depending on your clientele and how many clients you currently have. Let me go back from top to bottom. I talked on a number of specifics around what is missing, what I need to see, and then how to improve a few things for pricing and whatnot. But I want to talk about just the site in general a little bit. I think I get that the single page agency or single page design service is becoming more common now. And I think that's partially because of tooling like Framer and the plans that they offer, where having a 1-pager is the lowest tier and easier to manage, and not near as costly. But I have a hard time feeling like that's enough information for me as a business owner and someone that wants to hire designers or an agency. But I also see, like, apparently, supposedly, this is working for people, and they are getting clients. So, where am I going with that? I think you definitely need to back everything you do up with work and human personality. So, who are you? Like, I gotta know that. Okay, let's continue on. So my first takes are, 1, I want to see a lot more of your work. And this just doesn't do it for me. This is not enough. And it's so tiny. Next, this grouping right here felt really awkward as I was scrolling through. Just the way that these come in. There's 3 of them. And then it's bumping so tight into this image. Next, I noticed that this image was used twice, but I didn't notice that these were sad or angry faces, and then these were happy faces. So that took me a few cycles through the page to actually realize what that meant. So if there's a better way or another way that you could make that clearer and distinguish it, I would recommend that. It might be like getting rid of this lamp and putting just like a really big angry face here, and then a couple of small ones, and then same thing here. Get rid of this big lamp, which kind of blocks everything in, put a big old happy face and some small ones. Now, this is something that I say for a lot of SaaS products. The illustration style of websites got really popular and still is popular, but it's not my favorite because it just doesn't lend to the actual reality of human nature and humans involved in this process. So that's one reason why, like with testimonials, I like to put little headshots. That's why whenever you have, I want to know who you are, and I want to see like some sort of founder's note, and I want to see your face right there. It says, "Hello, I'm," and then here's some text about why I started this, and then boom, here's some links to my LinkedIn and my Twitter, or whatever, or proving that I am a real person and that you can find me elsewhere. So that's partially why I don't like illustrations as much unless you are an illustrator. I want to see more examples of the type of work you provide and real humans. Now you're writing this content kind of like as a pitch, but you're also in that you're assuming that people are going to read it all. I found that this is a lot of text, and it wasn't. I wasn't really reading it as a story. Like I grabbed a couple of words here. I read this. I grabbed a couple words here. I kept going, but then I had to like kind of put the puzzle together in my head. And because I really needed to know what your service was, I went through it and I read it all to get an idea of that. So I think there's other ways you could break it down where it's easily skimmed and you can present the messaging much quicker. Your stress-free web design solution. So I squiggled words that I didn't like solution, which I already mentioned, and your stress-free web design. So I think this speaks into a pain point, and that's good. But all you're telling me is that it's stress-free. Like, it can be stressful to hire designers. It can be stressful to hire agencies. But you need to expound on that a little bit. So you can't just say stress. You can just say stress-free. But a more powerful way would be like, speaking into like hiring a design agency is taxing and expensive and exhausting. Gloz offers a stress-free way. Gloz offers a stress-free design subscription, something another. Why that's better. Another note, now that I see it here. So part of what I also didn't care for was what made this feel kind of difficult, cramped, and jumbled is that this is a big image and it's center aligned and it's very tall. And then here your text is left aligned. And left aligned, center aligned, and it's centered. And so it just like something about the flow wasn't flowing for me. It also that these sections, there's no breathing room or distinction between them, makes it hard for me to kind of like notice specifically what this section is talking to me about. Because I'm going from hero to an image, some text, and then unlock exclusive benefits, but they're all rolling together. And I know that's kind of what you're going for. Like, you're not going for a bunch of banded, colorful sections, which is common in design. And you don't need a ton of white space, but there's no spacing or signifier that this is a unique statement right here, unlock exclusive benefits, and then this is a unique statement, and this is a unique statement. So addressing that somehow would be a benefit. I already commented on, I think how it works needs to go up above this. And then I mentioned what I thought about the exclusive benefits. This is another word, I wiggled it, that I don't care for a lot. Excellence. Because it just seems like one of those fluffy words that people feel like they have to put on their LinkedIn profile. So you might not be saying unlock, if I'm unlocking exclusive benefits, I need to know what that means and what it's comparing to. So maybe it's compared to the traditional agency model. So tell me that, and tell me how it's different. Traditional agency, Gloz. I mean, you have a lot of opportunity for graphics and really simple graphics, but tell me the difference. And here's like some of the bad things. X, 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 whatever those line items. Gloz doesn't do that. Gloz doesn't do that. It does this. Gloz doesn't do that. This. And so, I think you can distinguish yourself even from other similar services like that. I thought there could be a better how it works visual. And maybe even your 3 steps. So I think I like 3 steps when it comes to how it works. Subscribe and request. Fast delivery. Perfecting your vision. I don't know if I would even put this one here. I would make this about delivery. Because this is kind of like a cyclical part of the process if they don't like it. And so I don't want that to be part of the how it works. I want number 3 to be delivered and golden. Design. I would call this like design and delivery, or something like that. Fast delivery. So no, don't make this about delivery. This one's delivered with a D in the past tense. This one's design is happening. This one's send in a request. Like we're working together, send in a request. I mentioned I would like a different layout here and just make it easier for me to really clearly read and understand what some of these are, even if they're kind of floating around here. But I don't like solutions. Okay, cramp, need more space. I marked up some of this stuff. All right, so let's take a really quick look at what some competitors are doing. So I screenshotted these. Some are the most popular out there right now. Others are different. But let's look at what we have. So we have pricing, we have schedule a call, we have logos, we have work. I don't like this stuff. When I look at this website, I don't like it because one, you don't see this. It's lost. And then there's a lot of text right here that I don't read. And it's so tiny. Here's more work. So that's good. I don't like this. How we can help. Our expertise. How we can help. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, so there's 4 things. Web and app audit, UX strategy consultation, okay. Digital, whatever, decoration. I still don't get this. And then pricing. There we go. Look. 3 days turnaround, 2 days. Priority support. So I want to be able to look at these side by side and know the exact difference. Let's see. We have experience, our background, testimonial, FAQs. Okay. This one, see the plans, CTA, some work, logos, how it works section. I guess this is supposed to be a testimonial. It's you'll never go back better. So this is like features and benefits, perks so good, benefits, recent work. So there's more work and you can go see more. This part does not fit in this website. It's for 2 different types of customers. Apps, websites, logos, and more. That covers a lot. Mobile apps. Are we talking about design? Are we talking about development? That's not totally clear. Memberships, levels. Choose a plan that's right for you. Here's the soft CTA, so you're not paying money, but you can, boom, get a little bit of, you can get an intro. This kind of doesn't fit because it's not really for agencies. I mean, I guess it is. I don't know if I would put that. This is paused. Standard, 1 request at a time, 2 requests at average 48 hours, average 48, unlimited brands, unlimited users. Maybe this is where you got this text idea from. All right. FAQs, look at those. I like this one a lot from what I'm seeing. Okay. Some work. It all looks very dark. Everything's so dark. From idea to pixels in 2 days. Okay, so I didn't realize this is like their task board, but this is kind of what I sketched a little bit. To this is working, to this is the delivery. I like that. I just didn't, it's a little fuzzy because everything's so dark. Maybe I'm getting old. Testimonial, what we're not, what we are. Simple pricing. This doesn't really work. Look. I didn't even know there was a pro. Where is it? Design fly. Let's see. Oh, they have a navigation at the bottom. I didn't see that either. Yeah, I never knew that was there. They're probably not getting any pro plans, that's for sure. So that's hidden. 1, 2, okay. FAQs. All right, so you get the idea. I think, take a look at these. They may give you a few ideas. But like I said, I think the keys are, I got to know who you are. I got to see more work. I got to know that your clients are real. Even if you don't have testimonials from clients, just the fact that, hey, I designed this for this client and I can link to their website. Or if that design doesn't exist anymore, because I have a lot of clients that things have changed, I put a link to that version of their website on Wayback Machine. So you can still go and at least see some version of the designs and development that you did 5 years ago that have been replaced by now. Anywho, I hope this helps just spur some ideas in your mind and give you some things to think on and work on and improve your business. I would love to know more about how this is working out for you. Feel free to reach out to me. And I hope, this is what I want to do is I just want to give advice and help spur you on, because I know how difficult it can be kind of to judge your own portfolio and your own agency site and know what to do and know what to change. Been there, and I'm there now working on my own portfolio. So I hope this is beneficial. Take care. Looking forward to the future of Gloz. Bye.